Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gillesmansillon. I want to welcome you to my channel. I come back and jump into conversation on the spiritual ascension path. And when I wanted to discuss a few ideas, I hope they will resonate with you. Only accept within what resonates with you, for it is your truth that is unfolding. We're just here to assist and support. But it's about that enlightenment, and ascension is not a destination. It is an eternal journey. It is a journey. Of course, we're finding points of freedom, plateaus along the way. But all is ascending. Every dimension is ascending. There is not such a place as a stillness. For only God will never change, for He can never change. But they will always be part of God, discoveries of our eternal nature that will, through all eternity, will continue to discover that. It is like an eternal spiral, that the galaxy is a spiral, but we are ascending through this spiral, and if we're in the third dimension, we're moving through the fourth into the fifth. So those are in the fourth are moving into the fifth into the sixth into the seventh, etc. There is always new discovery, letting go of certain old beliefs in order to move on to a higher plane, a higher truth. For it is like a wheel, also an infinite circle. It's like life is just a circle, and it's only made of itself. It is an eternal cycle. And there was a construct that was created that is called the gold ring. It is, imagine a gold ring, and there is a point of light within the gold ring. There is marvelous revelations called the gold ring from Risa. I remember in 2007, I opened myself to all those series of videos. They're very astrological, very advanced, very beautiful. I don't know if they're still online, but they were very. But look for this point of light within the gold ring. For awakening means remembering the past and the future. For how can we remember the future? For the future is not yet created. Yet our soul already knows the future. It already created. There is all kinds of this highest timeline is just unfolding. We're creating all that much. We're creating much, but we also unfolding a reality that's already been designed by our soul and spirit, and we with our guides and masters, and we've created that. So the future is recalling the future. For when you find the point of freedom and ascension, it is like you're in the future. There is no more time. So the non-time is the future of all temporal beings. So it's about connecting to that. For that, we need to put complete trust and faith in the divine, and complete trust in the guides, in our guides, in the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, and of course the Creator. For the power of God is always working for you. There is nothing that opposing God. For it is your true self. But then you feel, well, there is this force that opposing the ascension, but it is God as well, the force that brings you down. For the ego, the devil, the false self, the shadow self is God. God created that for His own spiritual evolution, yet God uses the darkness with His infinite and eternal wisdom of the omniscient to educate all souls. So He uses the ignorance for His own spiritual evolution and for educating all beings. We're participating in this grand program. It's for personal evolution that He created that, but we cannot use darkness. For us, we need to move away from ignorance into the light. When only God the omniscient, can use darkness for its own good, for the good of all. For us, we cannot study the darkness. We fell into it, and if we study darkness, darkness is studying us. If we want to use evil to achieve good, we'll fall into it. So it's about yet to understand what is good at one point. It can be bad at another point. It's to stay in tune to what the life is telling us, teaching us. For there is no dark or light. There is only one eternal love. For it is said all, but when a shadow self comes about, when we have darkness, rather than being in self-criticism and rejection of ourselves for that dark part, we need to treat ourselves like a little child, and brings a little bit of love, light, and wisdom into that part that is ignorance, and utilize the darker side, the ignorant part of ourselves, for our own spiritual evolution. For it was created for that, not to blame ourselves for the way we were created. This shadow self only exists down here on the higher planes. We do not have that shadow self. We are pure light. But then in order to evolve spiritually, we've created this plane, this physical realm where there is ignorance. And we learn through the process of evolution. So it is we all incarnated on this planet, on Gaia. This planet, Mother Earth, is called Gaia on the higher planes. As she's recognized as a divine being, because everything we have we get from her. It's like she's the one she's the provider, the mother, and so. to be incarnated at this time is a very significant thing, and just to be incarnated, the mission was done just to incarnate. This was a long waiting list to incarnate here. There's so many people living here. A lot of them will depart and continue from the other side or other planets. But and to be a light workers at this time, to be privileged, to be awakened ahead of time, is a great privilege. It's great significance and meaning. So do not, whatever you're going through, do not never diminish the value of what everyone is very precious and very honored by the universe just to have chosen to incarnate on this planet. And it is important to share your truth, whatever truth you have, share it with as many people as you can. Of course, if you come into hurdle, when you share something, sometimes you share something with the wrong person and you get like this very back negative energy. But you learn through the process, so it is important not to be afraid of moving into the world. We're no longer in the time of the Inquisition. We're not going to be burned to the stakes or imprisoned for our belief. The time of martyrdom is over. You can share your truth and then learn through the process. Of course, try to utilize wisdom in your sharing, but we'll learn a lot through the process of that. Do not judge yourself for your mistakes, for your errors, for your lack of knowledge or wisdom, this is said, but utilize it as lesson. That it is how we gain wisdom is through the experience and the failures and all that. It is really how we achieve that ascending wisdom. For us light workers, we're always ascending and descending. It is the path, and we continue to ascend, and then we redescend, and then we reascend, and then we redescend. The master of wisdom taught, he said, I have ascended and descended 10 times 100 to become the master of wisdom. He's done that. And so for guides are monitoring our timelines, and we have divine beings that are protectors, guides, and angels that are monitoring all the timelines. And every time we make a choice, we're changing timelines. And but they're always they always want to keep us on the highest timeline. So listen to your guidance, and they have a much grander vision of what things that they look from a deeper perspective, and you can trust them. For they can only assist when we make the sole choice of love and light and ascension. When we're operating from pure ego and selfishness, guides can only do what the pre-soul agreement, but as we move into this co-creative process with the universe, our guides become a lot more involved with our life, and we can give them authorization to do a lot more for us. For the highest truths are revealed in the receptive mode, and sometimes creative expansion is very important. We go on and we create and we create and we create, but since we do not have the highest wisdom, we not always find exactly what we want. But then when we're in a receptive mode, it's like when God shows us the truth, then it is perfect, it's divine, it's always to continue to be creative, but understand it is the revelation of your divinity will be made by your I am presence, by your guides. But this is really the most significant and the most the truth. Because sometimes we feel like God shows us something, it's a beautiful divine reality in relationship to the earth plane and or relationship or situation or whatever. And then 20 minutes later, we want to return to it. But I said, no, it's no longer because it was made so much sense at the time. It felt so good. But then now the life has evolved into the next step that we need to take. So just always do not be afraid of anything. There is nothing. Just pay attention to how you feel and what you receive from the universe. For we have to evolve into a new normality where magic, miracles, and quantum reality becomes the new normal. For what is true today may not be true tomorrow. We have to learn to grow and evolve, to stay flexible, and let the light transform you. It's very important to allow this light to transform you. I'm going to pull a few cards. Oh, wonderful! Wow. The past is the request. We've been calling on this to this song. I'm going to sing it. It's a song that somebody who wants to cross the ocean to be near God, because he knows with God you're free. Yeah? And right now it is luck. It is the card of luck. And that will allow us in the future to create this reparation. We're going to bring things back into alignment, where everything is balanced, where we're fully at peace. But until our life is not fully at peace, there will be that is still there is unbalance in our life. Won't find true peace, even though there is always needs to rebalance. What we're working on now is destiny, and to be to be aligned with the call of our mission, and it's an accelerated training that is going on, and we've been prepared. We've been prepared, and what it will come as a result of that is the great rewards. There will be the rewards will be the more we give, the more we'll receive. The greater our vision, the greater the universe is very intelligent, and well, although the love of God is given to all, the ascension is pretty much on the give and take basis, and the more you give, the more the more, and also it's just a matter of for the means that will be given for the realization of whatever project is relative to what you need, and it's always about need. But the needs we have new needs right now because we're moving into a higher planes. And so I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I don't know if I mentioned that. I just wanted to thank you for continuing to listen to my messages. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. And for we have this divine white light of fire, sacred fire of the Creator. This white light is a divine pure light. Within the white light, there is all the light rays. It contains all the other light rays, but not in the same amount. It's like there is certain, and this primal white light rays on the soul level, it fragment into defragments into three primal rays: the blue fire, the pink fire, and the yellow fire. The blue fire of will and power, the pink fire of love and receptivity, and the yellow fire of wisdom that unites. So we want to keep those in balance. And I can also work with the sacred fire of transmutation, the violet ray, and the Lord Saint Germain that came down to the earth to share that power of transformation. It was very essential that he came down to anchor this light into this planet, because we're gonna need it so much. This power of the violet fire. For in the sixth dimension, we'll discover the sacred fire. The sacred fire are pure intelligence of God. They're divine intelligence. They do their own work. In the sixth dimension, we become integrated within those flames, and there is flame within flame, colors within colors, flame within flames, and they're burned all around us, or within, without. They're like we fuse within the divine fire, sacred essence, and so. For we want to access pure love, true wisdom, and divine will. For those who work hand in hand, and this pure love of God, the true wisdom of God, and the divine will of God, they work together towards that. For when the ego tricks us into whatever, we need to bless our ego, bless our mistakes, bless our shadows, rather than criticize it. Because if criticism worked, we would all be ascended by now, but it doesn't work. So it's like treat yourself. As little children, as if you were dealing with a little child when we're subjected to some lower aspect, and see what you can do to improve your character, what will make your life better, what will make more aligned. And so this is something we'll continue to do, to perfect our character, to improve ourselves. For we learn so much. It is really a great accelerated path. And the observer is TikTok, is the eternal moment of now. Connect to this pure moment of bliss, of letting go of all things. And it is the highest wisdom, is the here and now. It's about being here and now. She's like coming out of the egg. We're all like in the cocoon, when the cocoon is like, you'll be in the cocoon as long as it's comfortable. After that, it will be constraining, and the butterfly will want to come out of it. It'll take an effort to come out, to break free from the shell. But what we need to understand is the equitable being, to be fair, to be balanced, to be just, to be harmony. What we need to do is to go far. It's a marathon that is before us, and it's a long road ahead, but it's the beginning of a new cycle. We're on the starting block right now, and the outcome will be reparation. So it is exactly the same outcome that will come in the future as the angelic cards reveal. So we're going to be able to bring back our life into balance and harmony, and find true peace and gratitude. For we won't be disappointed by to have hold on to those inner value, and I will continue to share it. The more we share, the more we can receive as well. And so I also wanted to talk about advanced extraterrestrials. There are many, but they have this prime directive, like in Star Trek. They are non-interference. As long as humanity haven't made the choice to. They are not advanced enough emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, not mature enough. They cannot really interfere, because they also know that when we go inside, we're connected to all that is. We have the spirit of infinity and eternity inside of us. So we need to come to that discovery, and then we will naturally it will be a natural coming together of world when it will be the time. But we can already, through our dreams, through our intention, we can already move our consciousness to visit them, to communicate with them. I wrote a book, When I'm Dream Not, I Am, or Beyond the Veils of Illusion, I Am. It's not published yet. It's halfly translated. I put a few chapters in my playlist to create to learn to create energetic vehicles, so you can gather together with people, leave your bodies behind, and move into this for like 20 minutes to go into visit another dimension. But you can already ask to do that in dreams. You already do it in sleep. We all have this power from heart to communicate with higher beings. For we all have memories, connections, and family on other dimension, other civilization, and so it's about recognizing yourself as an eternal being of source, and all else will follow and flow in the right direction. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. It's very hot here, but so it's like I make this video to start my day. I'm going to sing this song, a song of Rod Stewart's that speak about returning home again, to be with God, to be free. It goes like this. I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying like a bird across the sky. I am flying, passing high clouds to be with you, to be free. Can you hear me? Can you hear me through the dark night, far away? I am dying, forever trying to be with you. Who can say? Can you hear me? Can you hear me through the dark night, far away? I am dying, forever trying to be near you. Who can say? We are sailing home again, across the sea. We are sailing stormy water to be near you, to be free. Oh Lord, to be near you, to be free. Oh my Lord, to be with you, to be free. Well, that's a great song from Rod Stewart. Sailing, with just in this hot day, want to be in a beautiful boat going in the ocean, so you can enjoy the freedom and the sensation of connecting to the ocean. For the ocean is with the greatest being on the planet. It covers twice as much. It's like twice. Is the most. There's so much to discover with the ocean, connecting with the ocean. It is for 2/3 of our body is made of water, just as 2/3 of the planet is made of water. And so the card of the day is the two of Michael. It's about making choices and decisions, finding this peace, not to allow the duality, the conflict. Everything would go better if you would make a decision. Do not ask yourself too many questions. Find a compromise. So those two unicorns, once they don't. We need to find the balance and to find the compromise, so that we don't want to be wandering. Should we go right? Should we go left? Should we go right? Should we go? Just take a direction. You'll see if it's not the right direction. You'll know, and you'll go back to the right one. Well, thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.